On Wednesday, July 9th, 2025, it's St. Augustine, Zhao, Rhong, and companions, or the Day of the Chinese Martyrs. 87 Chinese Catholics and 33 Western missionaries to China died between 1648 and 1930. All would rather die than deny their faith. Can you do that? I hope and pray not to be tested if given the choice. Zhao Rong was a Chinese soldier who was the escort for the Bishop Dufresne as he was to be executed. He was so impressed that he became a Christian too, then later a priest, and then later he too was martyred in 1815. Today at Mass, Father Haggerty at St. Patrick's Cathedral also told about how a woman in China noticed that the soldiers came in and desecrated the church, threw 18 holy hosts on the floor, and every night for 18 nights she went there to lick the host off the floor. At the time, you were not allowed to touch the holy host. You had to only receive it with your tongue. On the 18th night, the soldiers discovered her and beat her to death for being a Christian. I am so grateful that I can receive the Holy Host daily through Mass and by celebrating it at home. The other day I received a beautiful medal from EWTN, which is the Eternal World Television Network, founded by Mother Angelica, seen here. And she loved and appreciated the host. She said, "I look upon the host whenever I am at Mass, speechless and struck with awe at such humility." I used to walk up to St. Fidelis in College Point on Thursdays when the Holy Host was presented in the Monstrance, with a spotlight on it, with beautiful music and an opening prayer. I Googled it, what the Monstrance was called, because I couldn't remember, and it came up with hose. In the Philippines, recently, a priest used a small hose to spray holy water on his congregation, instead of using the traditional aspergillium, which is used for sprinkling holy water. I noticed once not many times at St. Michael's in Flushing, that many people were filling up water bottles with holy water. Personally, I use a little bottle marked holy water. We can all obtain holy water at any Catholic church. Bless your homes with holy water. Bless yourselves and your families soon. Meanwhile, I have spaghetti and meatballs. The meatballs are a gift from my neighbor, for which I am grateful. Growing up, I always loved Bellacicos? Italian bread with cream cheese instead of butter. Yum. Spaghetti was Wednesdays at my house, but on Sunday we had fresh pasta and fresh sauce made by my father's tenant, Mrs. Montalbano. We called her Cece. I was very fortunate to have her pasta for over 20 years. She and her husband Paul owned the Miramar restaurant on Prince Street and Northern Boulevard in Flushing for many years also. We went there on Fridays, and I looked forward to my Shirley Temple cocktail made by Cece Paul. Where did you love to have dinner with your family when you were young? This is Mary Bradshaw Duncan for Our Cocooning World Every Day. Cheerio, like my father used to say.